Now, so then what will happen is, once everybody is settled, all the arrest has happened, then they will start doing this statement taking. Okay? Now, if you are not allowed to actually leave after taking your details, just face the fact that you're all under arrest. But when you're going to take statement, they will actually take one by one. They're not going to do a big briefing session. You can't be sharing information. Now, at that stage, if you're lucky, we'll have our legal aid lawyers, lawyers for liberty people, who are there to say that I'm going to represent so and so. But chances are, they're not going to wait for it. Alright? Chances are things are moving so fast, we won't have that time. So, what do? What we can do is actually be ready for that statement taking. Alright? Now, when they're going to take that statement, they will have these assistant investigating officers. Alright? Now, what they call AIO, or Pegawai Penyiasat. Alright? Assistant Pegawai Penyiasat. There will be one big IO, and then you will have all these assistant recording officers. Alright? And then they will start asking questions. What will happen is, they will ask questions. First, they'll ask the name, your age. They would have once they type your basic details based on the IC, then they'll ask, do you have nama samaran? Alright? It's up to you. Do you really want to give a funny name or lebih dikenali sebagai apa lah? Alright? It's up to you. You want to say it, don't want to say it, it's fine. And then they will also ask this strange question. Believe me, it's strange, but it's a standard thing. Nama bapa? Okay? And then you will blink. But just never mind. Just answer. Alright? After that, they'll ask, masih ada? You know, some of you will be like, okay, but never mind. Answer that too. Okay? And then they will ask, lahir di mana? Believe me, they're really interested to know where you're born. Okay? I get that all the time. I mean, those things are really irrelevant because you are right there. Alright? If you're under arrest, technically you are a suspect. Okay? And then they will say, I'm going to take this statement, anda wajib menjawab statement ini because this is kenyataan saksi, section 112. Alright, even though you're under arrest and you're a suspect, what they're going to take is actually a kenyataan saksi. However, there's a proviso. And in that proviso says that you can choose to berdiam diri. Sekiranya jawapan itu akan membuka kamu kepada any form of charge or penalty or forfeiture. Now, what does that mean? Just shut up. Okay? What it means is that if they're going to start asking questions on that particular incident or whatever, when they start asking those questions, you can choose to remain silent. After that, what will happen is, after they've taken that statement, then they'll ask you to check, and then you sign. Okay? Now, after signing, then they can't give you the copy lah. You can try. There's no harm trying. Boleh dapat satu salinan. Maybe somebody will get it. Alright? But most of the time, they won't actually get it. But once you've already signed, then the next person says, what's going to happen? Are you going to be released or not? Now, by right, they should actually start making the process work, releasing. Because there's really no reason to keep you any longer. Unless they say they're going to actually charge you the next day. But even so, even to charge you the next day, they can release you and you can appear in court the very next day if they're going to charge. Okay? So what will happen is, then they will issue a police bail. Now what's a police bail? Jaminan mulut. Alright? Jaminan police. What it means is, you are going to actually commit to appear in court if you are charged. And then they'll give a date. Alright? So if on that date you were to be charged, then you will have to appear in court. Right? Now don't go pandai-pandai, they might put a price there, like 500, 600, don't go and take all your money and leave. Alright? No, there's no payment when you're being released from the police station. The only type of money that you have to pay is when you're in court, after being charged, then you pay on bail.